Thanks very much, Tom. Time now for a transfer update. Yoann Wissa remains angry that a transfer to Newcastle from Brentford has still not materialised. He's deleted all traces of his current club from his social media. Crystal Palace want to line up a replacement for Eberechi Eze before they consider selling him to Tottenham. Napoli have identified Man United forward Rasmus Højlund as a potential striker target to cover for the injured Romelu Lukaku. That's according to Sky in Italy. Roma are not giving up on a potential deal for Man United forward Jadon Sancho. Roma have also reached an agreement with Aston Villa to sign Leon Bailey on loan. Fenerbahce are in talks over the signing of West Ham midfielder Edson Alvarez. The deal being discussed is a loan which includes an option to buy. Gianluigi Donnarumma is being valued at between £34.5 million and £43.1 million, with 1 year left on his Paris Saint-Germain contract. Sunderland have made an offer to Bologna for the defender John Lukumi, and Birmingham City are interested in signing the former Arsenal and Liverpool midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, this surely has to be one of the best transfer windows we've seen in recent times, hasn't it? Premier League clubs have spent more than £2.36 billion on signing this summer. The record spent, by the way, in a single window was around £2.46 billion, which was in the summer of 2023. So as things stand, we're just over £100 million away from breaking that record. So we do expect that to be broken. That could be broken, for example, with just one Alexander Isak signing, if that happens. Clubs in the top flight have also, by the way, generated more than £1.3 billion in sales. The previous record was nearly £1.5 billion, and that was set last summer. So we could break the record for sales as well. Arguably, Michael Bridge, is this the best transfer window we've ever seen?
Oh, it's been really fun, hasn't it? Because you've got Liverpool, who didn't do much last season, really going for it, adding so many new players, spending a lot of money. They'll be telling me as well they've recouped a lot of money as well. You've got Manchester City, sort of a new era, that first transfer window. Chelsea had that Club World Cup transfer window as well. We've got a new look Manchester United. Spurs have had to do stuff. Arsenal have finally got their striker. So that's the so-called Big Six. And then you've got the promoted sides really going for it as well. So yeah, it's not over yet. We've got loads still to do.
Yet. You're right. And I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks, because I think it's going to heat up. We're going to break that big record for sure. And it'll be interesting to see the big moves, because it's going to go down to the wire. There's still some big moves to come, for sure.
Yeah, there are. What is interesting so far, though, it's been a real theme, is that the traditional Big Six, you mentioned it there, they've all spent big, haven't they? Usually one or two clubs haven't really spent, and we tend to talk about them a lot. This time, not the case. They all have. Is that a bit worrying for the rest of the league?
Not really. In terms of, I think the quality that they brought in, yes, absolutely. But I think this is the first transfer window with two windows, not forget, one before the Club World Cup, one after. And also, I think the other thing, which I don't like, is this PSR, because I think PSR is making clubs force, the sales of especially young players that have come through the homegrown players that have come through the academy. So I don't like that, and I don't think it works. That's not the way to set teams up and bring in their best players, because we want some of the young players come through the academy, play in the first team for 10, 15 years. We want that opportunity, but I think PSR is stopping that with football clubs. But you look at the most expensive signings here. I mean, some of these world-class players, which I love that they've made the move and also making the impression. Wirtz was very good. Ekitike is shined straight away. Šeško, we're still yet to see. Bumo, again, our first game, still yet to see. Gyökeres, I think he'll come good. I think he's a quality player.
Pick one of those, Rob. One of those on the list that you think is going to be the biggest and the best signing this window.
I'm going to go for it because I'm a big fan. Cunha.
Right.
I think he's going to be top. I think we're going to see in the next couple of years that he's going to become world class, because he's not afraid of the moment. He's completely fearless. Old Trafford, no problem. But I love his game, his dribbling, his ability to see things and handle the pressure, and also want the ball, by the way. There was a moment where he almost scored one of the goals of the season when he went on a dribble in Arsenal game, and he just got tired at the end of it. But that is a sign of what's to come.
Yeah, he's box office, isn't he? It's not just the big six, though, is it, that have spent money. Sunderland have really attacked the transfer window. And this remarkable transfer window goes on and on. They've made an offer to Bologna for the defender John Lukumi. His £24 million release clause has recently expired, so Sunderland can negotiate. Could be getting in another defender. What did you make of them? First weekend of the season, and what do you make of their new signings?
Oh, sorry.
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Yeah. Not Bologna.
Do you know what? Very impressive. I think I had Sunderland to go down, to be honest with you. But I was happy what they got. Mayenda, I thought he's impressive, scored. Adingra, by the way, was very good at Brighton. Yeah. Great catch. Xhaka. I love Xhaka. I think... Let's not sleep on Xhaka thinking, oh, he went out of the league. He went up a higher, 2 or 3 levels higher since he left the Premier League. So they've got a great signing.
I said on the transfer show the other week, I think he gives Sunderland 8 to 12 points. I rate Xhaka that highly, genuinely. I think it's a brilliant signing. Captain
just
already.
Very quickly, Bridgie, which teams really need to spend in the remaining couple of weeks?
Fulham, Brentford, West Ham.
Agree?
I agree, totally.
Yeah.
I think they need to. And I think there's going to be a few teams there. I mean, you look at Burnley, you look at, I think even Manchester United. I think they need to add.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure lots of teams will be busy. We're going to break that record. Rob, great to see you. Russell, good to see you as well. Good morning.
Rasmus Højlund's story has taken a dramatic twist, one that could change the trajectory of his career forever. Once hailed as Manchester United's next great striker, the 22-year-old Dane is now at the centre of an Italian tug-of-war after being brutally dropped from Ruben Amorim's opening day squad against Arsenal. United dominated that match but still fell short, and Højlund's absence told its own story. The faith in him has completely collapsed after a miserable 4-goal campaign in England. But while his Premier League dream may be crumbling, Serie A giants smell an opportunity. AC Milan have launched a serious move, and Napoli, desperate after Romelu Lukaku's injury, have now entered the battlefield. The stakes couldn't be higher. And here's the plot twist. Legendary coach Massimiliano Allegri personally picked up the phone to convince Højlund to choose the San Siro. Imagine being a young striker, your confidence in tatters, and then receiving a call from a 6-time Serie A winning boss telling you, "Come to Milan, I will resurrect your career." That's the kind of moment no player forgets. Højlund is still adored in Italy after his Atalanta heroics, and Milan are betting that the Dane can rise again in red and black. But with Napoli pushing hard and Newcastle plus Fulham lurking, the race is wide open. Will Allegri's call be enough to lure him, or is another twist waiting in this transfer saga?